Hello all. In this video we are going to see the different data types of Tableau's data. For that you can open the Tableau desktop software and then scroll down here on your left navigation pane and you could see the saved data sources here. So by default you have two data sources. One is Superstore data and World Indicators data. I am opening with the Superstore data here. Okay. And if you notice, you are opened here on the very left bottom corner. You see the data source. Click on that. You would be able to see all the different data that you have here. And we want to see about the data types. Okay. So if you notice here, ABC, here it's a calendar date. And this is calendar, ABC, 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 and this is a geographic location. And when I scroll this to right, I see few geographic locations and then ABC is and then number hash. So ABC is a data type string, hash represents the numerical data. Either that could be whole or decimal value, decimal number or whole number. I want to show you here. So if you click on this, you would be able to see it's a data type of string. Okay, so this is nothing but order ID. Order ID has alphanumeric character and it has also separated by hyphens. And this is of data type string. So by default, it is detecting a string. Okay. And if you want to change, let's say to Boolean value, you want to change it and it shows null. So basically, what's a Boolean value? It would show either true or false. Again, this data is not related to that Boolean value, so it is showing as null. So you could go back and change this to string. I just showed you this for an example that you can change the data type. If you look at here, you can see a calendar symbol that represents some kind of date. So click on that, so which automatically detects as date by default. And if you want to change it as date and time, you can click here, which would gets you the date as well as the time. So here it takes the default time with all 12 a.m. because we don't have a time attribute in this particular data right now. So you could go back and change to data, which is the date, which is order date. And similarly, you have ship date, which is also type date. This is again a string. Similarly, you could follow. And I would like to show you some geographical data here, which is order city, orders country. So I'm looking at here, so which would consider as string, which is true because I represent all this as string values, and this is by default. And if you click on geographical role, which will automatically take it as a city here. Los Angeles is a city. And if you click on state, you would be able to see in the geographical role, which is state or province. Similarly with postal code is a number. Okay, so that's why you got a whole number, and then geographical location as zip code or postal code. So like that you have the region as well, which is string of by default. And if you want to have any forms, you could make a form, otherwise you could ignore that region. This is of category, again a string, and I would like to show you the numbers. Hash, if you click on hash, it would be able to show you the number by default and decimal number. What is the sales, which is 261.96. Since you have point, it is showing decimal. If you click on quantity, it would be able to show the whole number of by default. Similarly, you have two number types, and then you have group and bin, which we will show that in a later on videos. So these are not the data that it is coming directly. However, this is kind of like a manipulated data that we could do, group sets, filters, and bins and all that stuff we will see in later on videos. So overall, we have to see the 6 different data types. So whenever you have ABC, which is called text or string data type, for calendar, you would be able to see, for date data type, you would be seeing the calendar symbol. For geographical location, so kind of a globe with latitudes and longitude symbol. For Boolean, which would be true or false. And for number, you see the hash, either a decimal number or a whole number. Okay.